let's see what we can make out of this chunk of cedar.
Hit it! That's what I'm talking about.
Wait! Okay, now, from the beginning.
We've got our bullseye center finder, so we already know that it's an 8-inch bowl. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to find the center so I can put it on my center cutting jig. And so I'm just going to line it up with those 8-inch lines to see if I can find kind of where that center point would be. And that looks, let's see, about right there. Okay, so that marks our center point. And so now we can go get this cut on our center, or not our center, but our circle cutting jig, not our center cutting jig. So let's meet over at the bandsaw. Okay, so we've got it chucked up to the lathe, and now we are going to start turning. We're going to be using our base shield, and we are going to be turning this at, well, we'll see what it looks like when it gets up there, but we'll be using our carbide tools for now. So let's we'll turn the outside. We're going to round it out, and then we're going to start shaping the bottom. I'm going to leave the tailstock in until I got it balanced and can get the speed up a little bit. So I'll give the shape to it. I'll put a mortise in the bottom so that I can put it into the chuck. So let's get started.
William, move your head.
So I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but we've got a crack going along right here. So I've got plenty of shavings and actually dust. So I am going to use some thin CA glue and try to stabilize this, and then put some dust down in there. Okay, I'm just going to hit it with a little bit of activator. Okay. The finish on it is good though. I like the shape that's going on here. And so now just going to take the tailstock off and work on this backside here. Okay, so now that we've got it, our outside turned, we're going to start to sand, and we are going to go from 150 to 220 to 320, and then we're going to apply our sanding sealer and our Yorkshire grit, and as always, I'm going to wait until the end to apply my finish. Look at the fire in that cedar, just stunning, and just a beautiful finish on it. It's so smooth. I really love that Yorkshire grit. It does such a fantastic job. So let's get this unchucked, get it turned around. Hopefully I made the mortise big enough. Yes, he did. Good. Okay, get it snug. Okay. All right, so now we are going to level off the front and hollow it out. And what I did on the outside was I put a little slope in here, so that I'm going to try and do my best to follow that slope so the bowl gently goes into the curb. Let's see what it does. That's going to be my kind of artistic experimentation spin on it. So let's get going. Again, we're going to use our Carbide tools and probably turn it, I was right around 1,000 RPM on the outside, so I'll do 1,000 RPM on the inside and see if we get the same results. Alright, so I've got it down. I probably could go a little bit more at the bottom, but you know, it's such a light piece of wood. I left it thick so it kind of, you know, just sat there and didn't move too easily. There is a knot that came out right here, but I think that looks okay. It came out in a good way. It didn't shred the bowl. This is the crack that I filled from the other side right here, but see if you can see it, but I think it's okay. I don't see it cracking anymore. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sand it, and you know, again, the usual, start out with 150, go to 220, and then 320, and then I'm going to do the sanding sealer, Yorkshire grit, and then we'll talk about a finish. Well, this bowl turned out really nice, I think. Again, got a little bit of a heavy bottom to it, but just the fire in the cedar is great. Probably not the best finish. I'm still working on getting a really nice finish on the bottom of the bowl, but you know, I think it still turned out nicely. So now what I want to do before I put a finish on it, I got over the holidays, I got a branding iron, so I want to put my brand on there. I've been practicing, but it may not be perfect. Let's make sure we got it lined up, and there it is. And we are just going to Try to get it caught on everything. There we go. And we're just going to place it here in the center. Let's see, there we are. See if I can just make sure I go straight down. And nope, didn't turn out perfect, but you know, what do you do? Practice makes perfect. Again, like I always say. Now I'm just going to take a little bit of sandpaper, just clean it up. You can see some of it, but not all of it. But so then also what I want to do is write down the year, 2019. I'm going to also sign it and just put Cedar on it. I think everybody would be able to figure what that is, but just in case. So now what I want to do is I'm going to apply a finish, and I'm going to go with my usual Mahoney's walnut oil. It's just a good food safe finish. And I'll probably put a couple of coats on it. Actually, is that a couple of coats? No, I think it's just one coat. Well, you know what? Never hurts. I'm going to put two. So just going to apply the finish, and then we'll wrap the episode up. Get some on the bottom. There we go. All the way around it. Okay. Well, it turned out beautifully. Look at that. I mean, I just love the way that you can see all the different colors that this cedar is. I've got a few more blanks. They're smaller than this one, but came from the same guy that I got my wood from on eBay, and I can't wait to make more of these then, because this just turned out really nicely. Alrighty. So I'll post some pictures at the end. I'll even include my my half emblem on the bottom that I did. But anyway, so I appreciate you stopping by for another episode of Wolf Ridge Woodworking. I look forward to seeing you on the next one. If this is something that you like, I appreciate if you hit that like button. Leave me any comments that you have. Maybe you've got questions, or maybe you say, hey, Ed, you're just not doing it right. You could have done this. I really like the feedback. I'm learning. And then also subscribe, you know, and share it with anybody that you think might enjoy this type of content. And as always, I wish you a blessed day. And this is my first video in 2019. So again, Happy New Year. Thank you.